Hey everyone, this is Lennon, and what's your name? That's Sara. And what's your name, pretty lady?
Janet.
That's my mother, Janet. And I have a story to tell. A few months ago, I bought an old camper trailer and an SUV to pull it. Then I spent several weeks renovating it so that my mother and I could move into it full time so that I could take her on the last great adventure of her lifetime. You see, my mother has dementia, and she's been under my care for a couple of years now. It's time for her to move into a memory care facility. We're both ready for that. But the problem is that with the current pandemic coronavirus situation, if she moves in, guests are not allowed to visit. So I've been holding off on that because I don't want her to move in and it feels like I'm just throwing her into a prison. The only time we would be able to visit her is during scheduled visiting hours through a glass window. That's a pretty bummer situation. So instead, I decided to make the most of the situation and to just take her on an adventure. So after fixing up the trailer, we hit the road. Spent some time in Central Oregon with my family, my brother, his family, and some friends of ours where we grew up. I grew up. And then we traveled back to Portland to visit some friends. Then we went up to Spokane, Washington, her hometown. We got to see all of her old childhood stomping grounds. She remembered the carousel that she rode as a little girl. We spent a lot of time in Sandpoint, Idaho with her younger sister and some friends up there. Time at the lake cabin. I got to do an awesome hike at Glacier National Park. First time I had actually had a full weekend away from my mother, thanks to my aunt, in nearly 2 years. Then we traveled on to Montana together. Came to Helena, where I have a friend from Redmond originally, and spent some time here. And then we were taking off, gonna make a couple more stops on our way to Yellowstone National Park, where we would spend my mother's birthday, her 73rd birthday. But cruising down the highway, our trailer got hit with a big gust of wind that pushed us clear off the side of the road, nearly into the ditch. And then we fishtailed back the other direction, almost colliding with a vehicle passing us, but I was able to avoid that. However, at this point, the fishtail had gone out of control and we crashed. No other vehicles involved. Luckily, there was no broken bones or open wounds. My shoulder's pretty sore from the seatbelt. My mother landed on her right side, and she's pretty sore. Amazingly, Sara was unfazed, wagging her tail a minute after the accident. But we wrecked our vehicle, and we wrecked our home. We got a tow back to Helena. A lot of our possessions were thrashed in the accident. I was able to salvage, some of the essentials, but electronics and all that, kaput. So then I bought this little Subaru, $2,000 rig here I got a luggage rack to tow some more extra stuff on it, and I just spent $3,000 on Airbnbs for the next few weeks because I was unable to find short-term lodging. We're going to be heading back to Central Oregon. So I find us in a pickle. Oh, and by the way, today is my mother's birthday. So I kind of want to do something special for her, and I kind of need your help. We're kind of in a hard place now, and I'm tempted to move my mom to one of those nursing facilities because I need to get some traction in my life again. But it just doesn't feel like the right thing to do. And so I'm asking for your help. I'm asking for your financial, emotional, moral support, and any money that you're able to donate to my mother's behalf, to my behalf. I'm going to use this to make sure that the rest of this year at least is a phenomenal experience for her, as best as it could possibly be given the circumstances. We might try to still make a road trip down to California to visit her uncle. I'd love to do Thanksgiving down there, but either way, we need to have comfortable lodging on a short-term basis in a market that's totally saturated in Central Oregon, where we want to at least be around for Christmas. And so what do you think? care. If you can help us, it'd be fucking wonderful. I don't know what else to say. I'm doing this off of a friend's suggestion. A friend thought this would be a good idea, and so I'm trusting their intuition, and I want to do the right thing for my mother. So if you can, flip us a fiver, and we'll love you forever. So thanks for hearing our sob story. If somebody were to make a small birthday donation for you to help us continue our adventure, what would you think? How would you feel?
Wonderful.
Truly wonderful. All right. Thanks for hearing us out. Peace and blessings to all of you.